name is Michelle. The music can convey a message. Likely, on that occasion, they were singing and playing Psalms chapter 136, and the music would certainly help them to recall the words. This illustrates the point that music can convey a message. It can also be the vehicle for advocating a product or philosophy or for recommending a lifestyle. Whether the music is accompanied by words or not, this is true today whether we speak classical or modern music idioms. For example, the Encyclopedia Britannica, in its biography of Ludwig van Beethoven, widely regarded as the greatest composer who ever lived, states he revealed more vividly than any of his predecessors the power of music to convey a philosophy of life without the aid of a spoken text. His universally known Pastoral Symphony is an example of this. It clearly transmits Beethoven's love for nature. Yes, music can move us and affect our emotions. Take as another example the works of the Austrian composer Gustav Mahler, now in vogue among classical music lovers. One musicologist speaks of this composer's obsession with death and describes the unremitting quest to discover some meaning in life that was to pervade Mahler's life and music. Speaking of his symphony, number 1. The writer describes his content saying the joy of life becomes clouded over by an obsession with death. He goes on to say symphony number 2 begins with a death obsession and culminates in an oval of the Christian belief in immortality. The religious element in these works is highly significant. So now the question arises, could Mahler's religious confusion, obsessions, and neurosis affect this listener? Another case is the Stravinsky's The Rite of Spring. This ballad music represents a pagan rite in which a young virgin dances herself to death to propitiate the god of spring. This rite is one commentator wrote is here expressed in music, whose most immediately striking characteristics is its rhythmic power, the hypnotic, compulsive force of rhythmic patterns. The effect is startling, perhaps disquieting. In fact, it was calculated to overthrow European uncertainties about musical traditions. So even classical music should make you pause and ask yourself, will excessive exposure to a certain type of music tend to depress me or over-excite me? Will the composer philosophy creep through and perhaps affect my thinking negatively?